Video shows the officers being shoved, objects being thrown at them, and then the group flees. Sir.
Warning, this is for educational and informational purposes only. It covers real people, real stories, and raw environments, not to glorify violence or hate, but to shed light on reality. This content has also been censored to comply with YouTube guidelines. Have you ever walked through Times Square and felt like anything could happen? Tourists everywhere, flashing billboards, street performers, the energy is non-stop. But what if that energy suddenly turned dangerous? That's what happened recently, right in the heart of New York City. A group of teenagers launched a surprise attack on NYPD officers using scooters, basketballs, and glass bottles as weapons. And it wasn't random. Police say the teens are part of a gang with links to one of the most dangerous criminal networks in the world, Tren de Aragua. Let's break down what happened and why it's bigger than just one night in Times Square.
The two officers jump in to try to stop a couple of teen suspects from carrying out an apparent assault. But soon a gang jumps in to try to stop the officers from making the arrests.
It was Friday evening, May 3rd, around 7:30 p.m. Officers were on patrol near 42nd Street and 8th Avenue, right in the middle of the city's busiest district. They spotted a group of about a dozen teens surrounding 3 other people. It looked tense, so they stepped in. That's when things got violent fast. The group turned on the officers and started throwing everything they had: scooters, basketballs, and bottles. Commissioner Jessica Tisch later called it a targeted, premeditated attack. 5 teens were arrested that night, ages 12 to 19. Yes, you heard that right, 12, and all of them released without bail. Police believe these kids are part of a group calling themselves Los Diablos de la 42, or the Little Devils of 42nd Street. They're a youth gang connected to Tren de Aragua, a violent Venezuelan organization that's been spreading across South America and into the United States. These gangs know how the system works. They recruit minors because New York's juvenile justice laws make it hard to hold young offenders accountable. In fact, one of the kids arrested in this case had already been caught before, leading a string of robberies in Central Park. He's 12 and he's back out on the street. So who exactly is Tren de Aragua? They started inside a Venezuelan prison, and since then, they've built a criminal empire. Drug trafficking, human smuggling, robbery, extortion, even forced prostitution. Now, authorities say they found a foothold here. Right in New York City, they're believed to be recruiting out of migrant shelters, targeting vulnerable people, and turning them into street-level soldiers. In total, more than 240 arrests have been tied to this gang in New York. The NYPD moved quickly after the Times Square attack. They used the city's gang database to identify the suspects. That database is controversial. Critics say it unfairly targets Black and Latino teens, but Commissioner Tisch pushed back, saying, quote, "You can't fight organized violence with blindfolds on." There's also the immigration debate. Some of the teens involved are believed to be undocumented. ICE reportedly tried to take custody, but New York's sanctuary city policies blocked that. Mayor Eric Adams defended those sanctuary laws, but he also made it clear violent crime will not be tolerated. He said, "If you assault a police officer, you are attacking our symbol of safety that cannot be tolerated." Still, critics argue that our current laws make it too easy for violent youth offenders to walk free, and gangs know this. They're using it to their advantage. So what does this all mean? It means we're facing something more than just a gang problem. This is a wake-up call. Criminal networks are adapting fast. They're using minors, they're exploiting legal gray areas, and they're putting law enforcement and public safety at risk. If we don't close these gaps, more cities could end up just like this. Times Square has always been a symbol of New York's energy and spirit, but now it's also a symbol of something else, a warning. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.